Hi, teacher.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Hello, guys. How are you today? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. How are you, Camila? How are you, girls? How are you, boys?
Hi, teacher.
Hello. How are you doing?
Fine. Everything good.
Nice, nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Very good, very good. Okay, guys. So let's proceed. Let's begin our new class. So a question: how is the connection today? How do you hear me? Am I getting too chopped, or is it working relatively well?
Everything well, teacher.
Okay, nice. That's good to hear.
Younger.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, because yesterday it was terrible. I did call my internet provider to speak about that. I don't know if they did anything or if it is just random luck. Si solo es cuestión de suerte. Some days it works, some days it doesn't work so well. But I am trying to get a better internet provider, but you know it takes a little bit of time and everything until they can come because of the situation and set up a new connection for me. But anyway, I'm glad to hear that today it is a little bit better, and especially because I want to ask you some questions and show you a video. All right, but you know there are. Okay, let me just share the screen with you again.
Teacher,
Yes.
una pregunta. ¿Usted comparte clases desde la compu o desde el celu?
Desde la computadora.
¿Tiene el celu encima de la compu o algo?
No, no en realidad.
Ah, porque, o sea, a mí me fallaba cuando tenía clases, ponía el celu encima de la compu y se me hacía lento, o sea, decía,
A lo mejor algo de las señales que se interfiere la una con la otra, por ahí o algo por el estilo, ¿no? Tal vez. But good question, good question. But thank you. But no, actually, I haven't been using that. I think it's just bad internet. That's it. But thank you for saying that, because it might be an option, right? It might have been a cause for the problem. All right, let me just a second here. Sorry, sometimes the program is also a little bit slow. It takes a while. But okay, let's do this. So yesterday we were speaking a little bit about the future, right? We were speaking a little bit about the future. Now, a question for all of you. What forms do you know? What forms do you know in English to talk about the future? What are the ways that you know to speak about the future? Or what words do you know to talk about the future?
Will, and sometimes you can use with germs.
That's right. Correct. That is correct. Very good. Yes, true. That is correct. Let me see. For some reason, I am not been able to share the screen today. Just give me a second here. Okay, there we go. Yes, that's right. Very good. So yeah, we have a few ways to talk about the future, right? We have a few ways to talk about the future. One way might be using, you know, our typical word, will, right? That is one option. Another option, what you said, right? Well, let's make this black. Okay, another option is to use be and going to, right? I mean, this would be a form of to be. A form of to be, it could be is, am, are, whatever, right? Going to. Or it could even be the past if it is past continuous, right? I was going to tell you, yo te iba a decir, ¿no es cierto? Right? Past continuous. Te estaba yendo a decir. Something like that. Or yeah, we could also, in some cases, what you said, we could use the gerunds. We're going to see that in a moment, okay? We're going to see that in a moment. But for now, let's focus on these two. Let's focus on these two. Now, maybe you know these, maybe you don't know these, but I've noticed that sometimes for some people, it is kind of difficult to understand when do we use I will, for example. I will go to the party. And when do we use I'm going to go to the party, for example, right? Or I don't know. I will get some food. I will get some food. Remember that get has many meanings. It could be conseguir, obtener, pero también comprar. Muchas veces se le usa comprar. And, you know, sometimes you say, I'm going to get some food. Now, what is the difference between the two? When do we use will and when do we use be going to?
Be going to is for intentions.
Uh-huh, that's right. Correct. Yeah, it's something like that.
Will is not certain.
Yeah, well, yeah. In some cases, that's sort of true. That's sort of true. It is close to that. It is close to that. Now, having said that, yeah, you're in the right track. Estamos en buen camino por ahí. Yes, very good. Now, let's take a look at this video, okay? Let's pay a lot of attention to the video that I'm gonna show you now, all right? Okay, I'm going to quiet your microphones for a minute. Okay, and let's hear. All right. Well, we have an advertisement first.
¿Quieres
Let's
poner en
find that.
práctica todo lo que aprendes con un profesor
Oh,
nativo?
well, but this is an advertisement that was within the video, right? So now let's listen, okay?
Hello, you're through to Philippa's Psychic Balls.
This is the psychic line.
How can I help you?
Hello, Philippa.
Hi.
I'd like to know a bit more about my future. I was wondering, am I going to find real love?
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. Before I tell you anything about your future, I'm gonna need your credit.
Credit card details.
Is that okay?
But look, I'm paying for this phone call, so that's a bit too much.
Don't worry about that. Let's talk about your future. So you're in a relationship, I'm sensing, at the moment.
Well, not exactly.
You're not in a relationship, or you are in a relationship?
Well, you should know that, but no, I'm not. What I want to know is if I am going to find love anytime soon.
Interesting. Yes, it says here you're going to meet a very tall, dark, handsome man.
Ooh, sounds good.
Now, I'm gonna need your credit card details before we go any further.
So a little bit of an introduction there, and now let's pay as you can see, they were speaking about the future because one of these guys was a fortune teller. Decir, ¿no? Fortune, fortuna. Entonces, literalmente sería como alguien que dice la fortuna, que cuenta la fortuna, ¿no es cierto? Un adivino, una adivina, right? So it was a fortune teller. Now, let's continue watching.
So, como os habréis dado cuenta por la pitonisa Philippa, en este vídeo vamos a hablaros del futuro.
The future.
So, usamos will cuando hablamos de algo espontáneo. Por ejemplo, estoy un poco aburrida. Creo que me voy a ir a dar un paseo.
I'm bored. I think I'll go for a walk.
O por ejemplo, no te preocupes, Philip. Yo pagaré la cena.
Don't worry. I'll pay. I'll pay for dinner.
También usamos will cuando hablamos de promesas. Entonces, por ejemplo, ayer por la noche hice la cena Y la verdad es que dejé la cocina un poco desastrosa y Philip dijo, "What a mess, Isabel." Y le dije, "No te preocupes, te prometo que voy a lavar todo." So what did I tell you in English?
I promise I'll do the washing up later. Entonces, will para una frase afirmativa y won't para una frase negativa. Entonces, te prometo que no voy a comer tus galletas.
I promise I won't eat your biscuits again.
Okay, so, well, first of all, a couple of things here. Biscuits. Remember, there is a little difference between biscuits and cookies, but in the United States, whenever you have this, en Estados Unidos, todas las galletas son cookies. Bueno, no todas, las galletas de sal son crackers, en realidad. Por ejemplo, las galletas como las Ritz o las Saltinas, those kind of food in English are called crackers. Now, if we're speaking about the sweet ones, in the United States, they always call them cookies. In England, they make a slight difference between cookies and biscuits. Biscuits, well, you could check that out. There is not much difference, but the word biscuits is much more common in English. Now, going back a little bit, let's hear this again.
Y la verdad es que dejé la cocina un poco desastrosa y Philip dijo, "What a mess, Isabel." Y le dije, "No te preocupes, te prometo que voy a lavar todo." So what did I tell you in English?
I promise I'll do the washing up later.
So, what about his English? What about his English? Is it American English or British English?
British English.
It's British English, right? Notice how he said later. How did he pronounce later? Can you say later in British English? Yeah, later, right? Very good. Listen to him again.
Que voy a lavar todo. So what did I tell you in English?
I promise I'll do the washing up later.
Good, very good. Now, I'm gonna quiet you again, just a second, all right?
Entonces, will para una frase afirmativa y won't para una frase negativa. Entonces, te prometo que no voy a comer tus galletas.
I promise I won't eat your biscuits again.
So you know this, the strange moment to make a pause. But remember that for the future, we use will, but that's for affirmatives. If we want to say a negative sentence, we say will not, and the contraction is won't. You know this, but anyway, I'm just reviewing a little bit in order to go further with what we have to check, okay? So now, what are some of the uses, okay? What are some of the uses? Let's check that out.
I won't.
Won't. Y el error súper típico que solemos cometer es cuando alguien nos pregunta, ¿qué vas a hacer este fin de semana? What are you going to do this weekend?
What are you going to do this weekend? What are you going to do?
Y he oído muchísimas veces responder, this weekend I will go to the cinema. O bueno, o con la contracción, ¿no? This weekend I'll go to the cinema. Yeah.
This is not correct. If you're talking about a plan in English, we don't use will. Para planes usamos going to.
So that was very important. That was very important. Remember this. Yes, will, we use will for an spontaneous decision. That is what she said, right? For something more spontaneous, when you think about it in that moment. I'm gonna give you more examples later, okay? But for now, let's say, I don't know, a lady is carrying her bags. Let's suppose that. Let's guess that, or let's think about that. A lady is carrying her bags, and you see her, and then she drops everything because there are too many bags. She can't handle the bags with just her two hands, right? She drops some of the bags from the supermarket, for example, and you offer to help, and you say, I'll help you. or without the contraction, I will help you. But do remember that usually native speakers prefer to use the contractions, and we should too, not because we want to emulate a native speaker in every single way, but because it is good for saving time. And when you are speaking with other people, it's going to feel too tiresome. Se va a sentir demasiado cansado si no usamos contracciones al hablar, ¿no? So let's prefer to use the contraction. So I will help you, pero sería I'll help you. Y eso es como una decisión del momento. Ese momento vi que a la señora se le cayeron las bolsas o lo que sea, y yo digo, yo le ayudo. Ahora, noten, eso también es interesante. En español diría como en presente, yo le ayudo. En inglés, en cambio, digo más como en futuro, yo le ayudaré. Sí, así sea en este momento. Yo le ayudaré. I'll help you. Or without the contraction, I will help you. But prefer to use the contraction, okay? Especially when you speak. Okay, let's continue what. And another important thing here was that he mentioned, and she also mentioned, that we use going to for plans, for something that we already thought about, okay?
También se puede decir I'm gonna, más
Sí.
rápido.
Más rápido se dice I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to a concert. I'm gonna go to the cinema. I'm gonna go to the mountains. I'm gonna go and visit my mother.
I'm going to have the...
Now, notice something, what he mentioned there. When do we use gonna? You've probably heard these a lot, right? But if you say, I'm going to visit my mom. I'm going to visit my mom. Voy a visitar a mi mamá. It's very common, and you will hear this a lot, that instead of saying going to, you hear this, I'm gonna visit my mom, right? I'm sure you've heard this a lot. Estoy seguro de que han escuchado mucho este de aquí, ¿no es cierto? I'm sure you have heard this one a lot. But notice that this is considered not just informal, but it is not considered correct. Not when you speak, but when you write. Cuando escriban, esto no se considera correcto, ¿sí? Entonces, prefieran no escribir nunca gonna. Por ejemplo, para un deber, for an assignment or things like that, don't spell it gonna. But when you speak, it's not so much of a problem. So always try to write it like this or type it like this, going to. But when you speak, you can use gonna because it's very, very common, okay? Yes, I'm gonna help you. Te voy a ayudar, ¿no es cierto? She's gonna come tomorrow. Ella va a venir mañana, right? Gonna. You'll hear these in songs. You'll hear these in movies all the time. And of course, you will also hear it from a native speaker when you are speaking to him or her, okay? So that is one thing. Now, let's continue watching.
Marinated asparagus with
Okay,
mushroom
let's go
reduction.
back to this.
Go to the mountains. I'm gonna go and visit my mother.
I'm going to...
Okay, now. All right, so far we've seen this. Hasta el momento hemos visto esta diferencia, ¿no es cierto? So far we've seen this difference here that let's make a little table here. Let's draw a little table here, and let's draw a table with the uses of will and be going to. So, as I said before, with will, so we can use it for an spontaneous decision, okay? Para una decisión espontánea de lo que voy a hacer, ¿sí? For a spontaneous decision. For example, lo que les decía hace un momento, veo a una señora que se le caen las bolsas y ese rato yo digo, le voy a ayudar, le ayudo. En español le diría, le ayudo, no, en español diría como en presente, pero en inglés sí voy a usar futuro. I'll help you. Remember that I'll is the contraction of I will help you, but it is much more common to use the contraction, okay? I'll help you. So for spontaneous decisions, what is this? Something that I think of in the moment. And what do I use be going to for? I use it a lot for plans. Ahora, digamos que yo hubiese tenido ya definido el plan de lo que iba a hacer. Entonces, por ejemplo, me preguntan, ¿qué vas a hacer este fin de semana? Y yo ya tenía pensado, I'm going to, digamos que no estuviéramos en cuarentena, I'm going to go to the beach. ¿O qué vas a hacer en vacaciones? I'm going to go to the beach. Voy a ir a la playa. Es algo que ya tenía planeado, es algo que ya tenía pensado desde antes del momento en el que estoy hablando, ¿sí? Es algo que ya tenía pensado desde antes. En cambio, misma cosa, digamos que me preguntan, ¿qué vas a hacer este fin de semana? Y yo dijera, I'll go to the beach. Eso sí, podría ser, pero eso significaría que no tenía pensado ir a la playa este fin de semana, sino que este rato que me preguntan, ese rato se me ocurre y ese rato lo pienso. Oye, voy a ir a la playa, ¿qué diablos? Entonces, en ese momento, recién estoy pensando lo que voy a hacer a futuro. El ratito que hablo, el rato que me preguntan, ahí voy a usar el will, ¿sí? Entonces, por ejemplo, para el caso este de go to the beach, mucho más típico sería decir, I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go to the beach, que decir, I'll go to the beach. Porque, como digo, esto sería una decisión más espontánea. Pongamos un ejemplo, digamos que me enojo con, no sé, me enojo con mi pareja o con alguien en la casa o lo que sea y me rayo y digo, I'll go to the bar, me voy al bar, ¿sí? I'm going to the bar to drown my sorrows in whiskey. All right, so, entonces eso podría ser una decisión del momento también, espontánea, ¿no? Nuevamente, going to, algo que ya tengo planificado, que ya tengo previsto desde antes. I'll, en cambio, es una decisión del momento, es una decisión espontánea, algo que ese rato estoy pensando. All right? Okay, is this clear? Do you understand? All right.
Yes.
Nice. Now let me show you another example. Let me give you another example. All right.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great. Let's see. For example, let's suppose we have John and Mary. Okay. Let's suppose John and Mary are a couple. What is the meaning of John and Mary are a couple? What is the meaning of John and Mary are a couple?
John y Mary son pareja.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Now, let's suppose one day Mary goes up to John. I don't know, John is watching TV or something. Mary goes up to John and Mary says, John, there's no bread. What is the meaning of bread?
Desayuno.
Something like that's right, pan. John, there's no bread. No hay pan, ¿no es cierto? John, there's no bread. And John says, oh. Ese rato John se sorprende y dice, ok, voy a comprar un poco de pan, ¿sí? ¿Cómo diría John eso? Voy a comprar pan.
I will go to buy some bread.
Yes, that's right. I'll go.
I will go to buy.
Get, también podría ser. I'll go buy or get some bread. Very good, very good. Y muy bien el I'll o I will, ¿no? Pero más típico usar la contracción. Very good. I'll go get some bread. Excellent. Excellent. Ahora, misma situación. Same situation. Or let's suppose that now we have, I don't know, we have Brian and, I don't know, Andrea, for example. Let's suppose we have Brian and Andrea. They are also a couple. Same situation, okay? Let's suppose Andrea says, same thing. Brian, there's no bread. And Brian starts by saying, I know. Ya sé que no hay pan. Sí, ya sabía, yo también ya vi. Y él también, sin embargo, también él dice, voy a comprar un poco de pan. ¿Cómo diría después de eso?
I am going.
That's right.
To buy bread.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent. I'm going to buy or to get. I'm going to buy or get some bread. Excellent. That's right. That is the thing. So, in this case, oh, no sabía, ese rato se entera y ese mismo ratito decide, entonces, I'll go buy some bread. Pero aquí, I know, ya sé. voy a comprar. Ya desde antes que me digas, yo ya tenía pensado en ir a comprar el pan, ¿no? Entonces, por eso digo, I'm going to. Y con eso implico que ya era algo que yo ya tenía pensado desde antes y por ende era un plan que tenía. All right, very good. Now, let's go back to the video for a moment. Let's go back to the video for a moment. And after that, look at this, okay? I'm gonna shut down your microphones again, shut off your microphones again, sorry. Okay, let's hear.
I'm going to go to a concert. I'm going to go to the cinema. I'm going to go to the mountains. I'm going to go and visit my mother.
I'm going to have the marinated asparagus with the mushroom reduction.
Could I ask a question, please? What's in the soup of the day?
It's broccoli and Stilton, sir.
Oh, really? I'll have that. I'll have.
Something interesting here. In this moment, he wasn't speaking a lot like a regular British man. I mean, not from London at least. He was speaking more like a Scottish or Irish man. Estaba hablando más como un irlandés o como un escocés en esta parte. Él haciendo ese acento, aunque no lo es, él es de inglés, ¿no? Pero interesante también. All right, now, notice this. Again, let's take a look at it again.
Marinated asparagus
So
with
they
the...
are at a
I'm going to go
restaurant,
to
right?
the mountains. I'm going to go and visit my mother.
Just a little
I'm going
bit.
to have...
Okay, so they are at a restaurant. Notice this, and this is useful to know. This is very useful for you to know. In Spanish, if we go to a restaurant and the waiter or the waitress, mesero o mesera, right? The waiter or the waitress asks what we want to eat. En español, al menos en nuestro medio diría algo como, qué sé yo, se me ocurre. Para mí, la ensalada de bla, 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 bla. O yo quiero esto, ¿sí? O a mí, por favor, tráigame cosas así, ¿no es cierto? En inglés, se usa mucho un verbo para cuando se trate de comer o beber cosas. Y eso es el verbo have. Igual que tener, igual que haber, ¿no? Otro uso del verbo have es para comer o beber. Sí, por ejemplo, a ustedes se van a la casa de alguien, pongámonos súper británicos, se van a la casa de alguien y les ofrecen un té. Right? So, the host, you're a guest, ustedes son el invitado, the other person is the host, el anfitrión. The host offers you some tea, and they go like, would you like to have some tea? Would you like to have some tea? Le gustaría tomar un poco de té, pero noten, no decimos would you like to drink some tea, sino would you like to have some tea. Mucho más frecuente para ofrecer algo, have. O también en restaurantes, en vez de decir I'll eat, para decir que voy a comer, o I'm going to eat, se suele usar mucho I'm going to have, ¿ok? Entonces, have reemplaza a drink y a eat en muchos casos, ¿ok? Especialmente, por ejemplo, si se van a un restaurante, pidan así. Si ya tienen decidido lo que quieren cuando el mesero les pida, díganlo así. I'm going to have lo que sea. I'm going to have some steak with chips, all right? And I'm also going to have a soda, whatever, okay? Have, usemos mucho el have. Pero ya dicho que usamos have, podría ser con will o con going to, ¿no es cierto? It might be will or it might be going to. So let's listen again to what they have to say, all right? Oops, I went too far ahead before.
Could I ask a question, please? What's in the soup of the day?
It's broccoli and Stilton, sir.
Oh, really? I'll have that. I'll have that. That sounds good.
Sounds lovely.
I'll have that. Thank you.
La buena noticia es que podéis usar tanto will como going to cuando hablamos de una predicción. Por ejemplo, creo que este fin de semana va a llover.
I think it's going to rain this weekend, or I think it'll rain this weekend. It'll.
Or you can say,
All right, before we continue with that, sorry that the internet wasn't responding very well, but before we continue with that, notice that
It will rain. Si quieres sonar más...
when they were at the restaurant, he said he used going to, and he used will, but it was because she already knew what she wanted when the waiter asked. Ella ya sabía lo que quería cuando el mesero preguntó. But he asked a question. He asked, what's in the soup of the day, right? ¿Qué hay en la sopa del día? Entonces, cuando el mesero le contestó lo que había en la sopa del día, pues en ese momento él decidió, ahí decidió tomar esa sopa del día, entonces ahí dijo, I'll have that. Pero como fue una decisión espontánea del momento, ya después de que se enteró que había en eso, pues por eso usó el will, I'll, right? Let's take a look at it again. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Mountains. I'm gonna go and visit my mother.
I'm going to have the marinated asparagus with the mushroom reduction.
Could I ask a question, please? What's in the soup of the day?
It's broccoli and Stilton, sir.
Oh, really? I'll have that.
You see, right? Mm-hmm.
I'll have that. That sounds good.
Sounds lovely.
I'll
yeah.
have that. Thank you.
La buena noticia es que podemos...
And now, so as we've said before, so going to for plans and will for something you had already decided. But there is also one other use. Let's take a look at this use.
Es usar tanto will como going to cuando hablamos de una predicción. Por ejemplo, creo que este fin de semana va a llover.
I think it's going to rain this weekend, or I think it'll rain this weekend. It'll.
Or you can say it will rain. ¿no?
It will rain. Si quieres
All right. Esto es interesante.
sonar más natural, siempre intenta usar las contracciones, porque nosotros siempre usamos las contracciones. Suenas más como un estudiante más avanzado. I'll. Yeah. You'll. We'll. They'll. He'll. She'll. Or it'll.
Ya, es que it'll suena muy raro.
All right. Now, notice something regarding the contractions. Notice that in most contractions, it sounds like one syllable. Suena como una sílaba, ¿no es cierto? In most contractions, it sounds like one syllable. I'll, you'll, will, they'll, he'll, she'll. La única que no suena como una sílaba es la contracción de it will. How does this sound? ¿Cómo suena esta? How does this sound? Huh? Yes, that's right. It's all. All right? So that is the thing. This is going to sound it's all. Or, that is British English. That is British English. But if I say it in American English, it would be it'll. Casi como si fuera a decir Italia, Italy. ¿Sí? It'll. Let's repeat every one of these, ¿ok? Y noten que para los demás no hay mayor diferencia entre el inglés británico y el de Estados Unidos, ¿no? There is not a lot of difference between American English and British English for the rest. So let's do something. I say them, you repeat them, ¿ok? Just as if we were in a regular face-to-face class, ¿ok? I say them, you repeat them, ¿ok? But please, I want to hear you. Por favor, quiero escucharles, all right? I'll. Okay, let's repeat. I'll. Very good. You'll. Let's repeat. You'll. Will. Eso como I, ¿no? Will. That's right. Dale. He'll. She'll. Yes, that's right. Very good. One more time. I'll. You. Will. That's right. Dale. He'll. She'll.
Sure.
Oh, very good. And now let's do it with it. Hagamos el de it. Let's do British English first, okay? Let's do British English first. It'll.
So,
Very good, very good. Es el único que suena como dos sílabas, right? It's the only one that sounds like two syllables, right? One more time. It'll.
it's all.
Very good, very good. Excellent. Now let's do American English, okay? It'll.
It all.
Excellent. Very good. It'll. Yes, very good, very good. So remember that for predictions, we can use going to or it'll. For example, how do you say in English, creo que va a llover hoy? How do you say that in English?
I think I will
Going to find
rain.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's right. I think it'll rain today, for example, right? I think it'll rain today. También podría usar, I think it's going to rain today, right? Both ways would be correct. I think it'll rain today. I think it's going to rain today. Uh-huh. Do you get it? All right, good. Now, sorry guys, the connection broke down, but I'm back here. Sorry. Okay, so let's continue watching the video, okay? So don't forget, for predictions, you can use either one. I'm going to or will, okay? Let's make a prediction. ¿Cómo dirían en inglés? Creo que la cuarentena se detendrá el próximo mes. ¿Cómo diríamos eso en inglés? Creo que la cuarentena se detendrá el próximo mes.
Quarantine will stop next month.
Yes, I think the
Quarantine, quarantine is going to finish for the next month.
Yeah, that's right. Both of you were correct. Ambos lo dijeron muy bien. I think the quarantine will stop. En ese caso sí utilizaríamos el will porque antes de quarantine no se suele usar mucha contracción, ¿no es cierto? Cuando no tengo un pronombre, aunque sí se puede en algunos casos. But anyway, so I think the quarantine will end or will stop or will finish, right? Will stop probably would be the best. I think the quarantine will stop next month or will end next month. And what the other thing that was also very well, I think the quarantine is going to stop, is going to end, is going to finish next month. All right, is going to. Okay, very good. So both are correct because they were predictions, All right, let's continue watching.
Ok,
Entonces, vamos a practicar, ¿no?
entonces Philip, te prometo que no me olvidaré de tu cumpleaños nunca más.
Dirías, I promise I won't forget your birthday again.
Te encontraré.
Now, notice that for promises, we use will. Para promesas, utilizamos will. Entonces, para situaciones espontáneas o del momento, will. Para promesas, también will. Para planes, going to. Para predicciones, will o going to. Cualquiera de los dos, ¿no? Right? Pero para promesas, como nos dice ahora, will. All right?
I won't forget your birthday again.
Te encontraré y te mataré.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Good luck. Wow, estos ejemplos son potentes, ¿eh? Next one. Vas a conocer a un hombre muy atractivo.
You're going to meet a handsome man, or you'll meet a handsome man.
Why did they use both here? You're going to or you'll?
You are going.
Yes, but actually both are correct. Both are correct. In this case, both are correct. En este caso, ambas son correctas. But why are they both correct?
Prediction.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's a prediction. Yeah, correct. Very good. En cambio, la anterior, te encontraré y te mataré, eso es una promesa en realidad, ¿no? Terrible promesa, pero promesa a la final. Entonces, ahí usamos el will. I will find you. Y noten, ¿por qué en ese caso no usó la contracción? Why didn't she use the Let's go back a little bit, okay?
Vas a conocer a un hombre muy
A little bit
atractivo.
before.
And I will kill you.
In this case, he didn't use the contractions. He just said in English, usually we use the contractions because it sounds more natural. But in this case, he didn't use the contraction. Why didn't he use the contraction? Any idea?
¿Qué es lo que va a hacer?
Yes, that's right, pero pudo haber usado la contracción, ¿no? Como veamos un ejemplo un poquito antes.
¿Podría ser para darle énfasis?
Yeah, exactly. To make it more emphatic and dramatic also in this case, right? Para darle énfasis y hasta para darle drama, ¿no? Claro, imagínense si ustedes le están prometiendo a alguien que le van a matar porque se ha raptado a su hija. Entonces, I will find you. No habría mejor momento para dar énfasis y drama, ¿no es cierto? Y claro, es película también de lo que se basa.
I won't forget your birthday again.
Te encontraré.
But yes, very good. For emphasis.
I will find you. And I will kill you.
Very good, very good.
Good luck. Wow, estos ejemplos son potentes, ¿eh? Next one.
And that was a promise, right? That was a promise, so we use will. Mhm.
Conocer a un hombre muy atractivo.
You're going to meet a handsome man, or you'll meet a handsome man.
As you said, this is a prediction, so you can use either of them. Se puede usar cualquiera de los dos.
It's a prediction, so you can use both.
¿A quién vas a invitar a la fiesta?
Who are you going to invite to the party?
Noten que cuando hacemos preguntas es más típico preguntar, o sea, por ejemplo, en este caso, ¿a quién vas a invitar a la fiesta? ¿A dónde vas a ir de vacaciones? ¿Qué vas a hacer el fin de semana? Es más típico preguntar siempre con el going to, porque es como que ya asumo que la otra persona ya lo tiene pensado, ¿sí? Es más típico preguntar con going to. Pero la respuesta sí podría ser con going to o con will, dependiendo de si ya lo tengo pensado desde antes, si ya lo tengo planificado o si es que es algo que ese rato se me ocurre y ese rato decido, ¿no es cierto?
Who are you going to invite to the party?
Creo que tomaré una cerveza.
I think I'll just have a beer.
So, it is a spontaneous decision of the moment. Creo que tomaré una cerveza. Es muy típico eso. Cuando digan I think no suelen, I think o I guess, no suelen mezclarse muy bien con el going to. Porque claro, si dicen I think, I guess, creo que, pienso, es como algo del momento también, pues, ¿no es cierto? Right? No algo que tengo planificado desde antes.
That's it. It's a spontaneous decision, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, that's everything for today. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to leave your comments below, give us a like, subscribe, and turn on.
Okay, anyway, so actually this is a pretty good channel. This is a pretty good channel. It's called Amigos Ingleses, right? So you might, if you want to, you could subscribe to the channel. They have some pretty good videos. Anyway, let's go back to our virtual board. And let me just share something again with you. Let's go back to the video just because there is something that I want to show you from the video. Let me see, where are we? Okay, so I'll show you this. So if you, for example, if you want to make a screen capture of this, it would be a good idea because it has it all very nice and clean in there. So will, basically for spontaneous decisions, like for example, I'm bored. I think I'll go for a walk. Or don't worry, I'll pay for this. Something of the moment, something in that moment. And also for promises. I promise I'll do the washing up later. I promise I won't eat your biscuits or cookies, right? But not for plans. Not for plans, okay? For plans, we use be going to. What is be? Well, you know, is, or are. What are you going to do this weekend? I'm going to go to a concert. Voy a ir a un concierto. Or more common to say, I'm gonna go to a concert, okay? Right? Now, for predictions, we use either of them, or we use both. Usamos ambas. I think it's going to rain this weekend. I think it'll rain this weekend, okay? So once again, if you want to make a screen capture or take a picture of this, it would be a good idea, all right? And I can also send it to you, of course. Okay. Good. Let's continue now. And there is, so we've seen will, we've seen be going to, but there is also a third option. There is also a third option, and that third option is the present continuous. The present continuous. Weird, right? ¿Para qué usábamos al presente continuo? What did we use the present continuous for? No para el futuro, pero ¿para qué le solíamos usar al presente continuo?
Para acciones que están pasando en el momento.
Yes, that's right. For exactly, for actions that are happening in that moment. For example, you know, I'm having classes right now. Estoy teniendo una clase este momento, ¿no es cierto? What are you doing? Well, I'm studying for my exam. Estoy estudiando para mi examen. Things like that, right? Correct. Me llaman al celular y estoy trotando. What are you doing? I'm running. I'm jogging, right? So that would be the thing. That would be the thing. However, we also use the present continuous for something else. We also use the present continuous again for plans, para planes. Parecido al going to, parecido al be going to. Pero cuando utilice presente continuo es aún más seguro. Es como que de ley eso va a pasar. For example, if they ask you, what are you going to do tomorrow at night? ¿Qué vas a hacer mañana en la noche? Y ustedes podrían decir tres cosas. Podrían decir, I'll have dinner with my friends. Pero eso sería como una decisión del momento, como que ese rato se les ocurre. Entonces, al menos para cena con los amigos, como que no sería lo más típico decir, I'll have dinner with my friends, porque no han hecho planes con los amigos ni nada por el estilo. Podría ser, pero no sería lo más típico. Mucho más común sería decir, I'm going to have dinner with my friends. Voy a merendar, a cenar con mis amigos. Right? Esto sería mucho más típico, porque si es cena con los amigos, pues el going to va a implicar que ya lo planifiqué. Y si es cena con los amigos, pues seguramente ya lo tenía pensado de antes, ¿no es cierto? Pero hay una tercera opción también. I'm directamente presente continuo. I'm having dinner with my friends. Now, notice that al decir I'm having dinner with my friends, esto podría servir, como bien dijo su compañera, para lo que está pasando este momento, ¿sí? Por ejemplo, me llama al teléfono mi mamá y me pregunta, ¿qué estás haciendo? Y yo digo, I'm having dinner with my friends. Estoy cenando con mis amigos. Este rato los estoy viendo. Pero si me preguntan, ¿qué vas a hacer mañana en la noche? Y yo respondo, I'm having dinner with my friends. Pues obviamente eso no es este momento, ¿no es cierto? Es también para un plan a futuro, pero es un plan que es todavía más seguro, más de ley que lo que teníamos aquí. Si ustedes dicen con going to, es para un plan futuro, algo que ya tenían pensado desde antes. Si dicen, en cambio, solo presente continuo directamente, I'm having dinner with my friends, es como que un plan, pero es algo que ya está decidido, ya está asegurado, ya se sabe de ley cómo va a ocurrir la cosa, ¿sí? Ya está todo, ya está visto el restaurante, ya está todo arreglado para que así sea. Más que para un plan, diríamos que es para un arreglo futuro. Eso sería un término interesante. So, this one would be an spontaneous decision, right? This would be, I'm going to have dinner with my friends. This would be a plan, right? Meaning something that was thought out before, right? Algo que ya se pensó antes, ¿no es cierto? Something that was thought out before. And this, I'm having dinner with my friends, is an arrangement. Es a future arrangement. Let's say it like that, like it is. Okay, a future arrangement. Un arreglo futuro. Claro, así sea el futuro a cortísimo plazo, puede ser hoy mismo, ¿sí? Pero es un arreglo, algo que ya está visto cómo va a pasar, ¿sí? Ya estaba visto el restaurante, ya sé con qué amigos voy a salir, ya todo está ultra planificado y decidido. All right? Do you understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Like for example, let's write another example. Let's suppose you let me set up a situation, okay? Let me set up a situation. Let's suppose you want to go to you are at an airport, okay? Let's suppose you are at an airport, okay? Let's suppose you are at an airport and you wanted to buy tickets. You wanted to buy tickets to go to Spain or something, okay? Let's suppose at the airport you wanted to get some tickets to go to Spain, all right? Let's suppose you, sorry, just a little bit slow there. Let's suppose you want to get some tickets to go to Spain. But the person, the clerk there at the window, la persona en la ventanilla, les dice, sorry, we ran out, we don't have tickets for Spain today. No tenemos tickets para España hoy. Ustedes necesitaban viajar el día de hoy. Entonces, les dan opciones, all right? Pero pongamos digamos esta situación. Les dan opciones y les dicen, pero tenemos tickets para Italia. Eso sí tenemos tickets para Italia, all right? Entonces, ustedes están en la situación de que querían ir a España, pero no van a poder, all right? Y les preguntan, so what are you going to do? Ustedes de ese momento podrían decir, okay, I'll go to Italy. I'll go to Italy, porque es una decisión del momento, ¿no? Con I will, I'll go to Italy, all right? I'll go to Italy. Digamos ahora esta otra situación. Digamos que ustedes tenían pensado ir a España. Ustedes tenían pensado ir a España, pero antes de que se dé el problema, antes de que se les presente el problema, les preguntaron a ustedes, so where are you traveling? What are you going to do? Ustedes dirían, I'm going to travel.
I am traveling to Spain.
Ajá, I'm going, dijeran, si es que ya pensaban ir a España ustedes de antemano, ¿no es cierto? Ustedes podrían decir, I'm going to travel to Spain, ¿ok? Pero la persona en ventanilla les dice, no hay boletos para España, pero podría ir a Italia. A lo mejor ese rato deciden, ok, I'll go to Italy then. Bueno, entonces me voy a Italia, pero ahí con I will, porque es decisión de ese rato, ¿no es cierto? O digamos que ustedes ya querían ir a España y sí lo lograron. Les preguntaron, what are you going to do? I'm going to travel to Spain. Pero ya compraron los tickets a España. Compraron los tickets a España porque sí había. Y les preguntan a ustedes, so what are you going to do? Ustedes podrían decir en ese punto, I'm traveling to Spain. Presente continuo, porque ya está hecho el arreglo, ya tengo hasta los tickets. Solamente presente continuo es como que lo más seguro. I'm traveling to Spain, right? Okay, do you understand? All right. Okay, guys. So that's gonna be it for today, and tomorrow we are all going to have classes. En algún punto les decía que parecía que posiblemente perdón, not tomorrow, on Monday, sorry. On Monday, on Monday, we're going to have a regular class, but I'm also going to give you some important information about the course. And there is one important thing that I want to mention, and that is that the score, as I said, is going to be like this. The score is going to be divided, el puntaje que vamos a tener. Les voy a mandar información de esto por WhatsApp también, pero va a estar dividido de la siguiente manera. 20 puntos, esto es algo que me informó la Junta Académica, 20 puntos van a estar definidos por la Junta propiamente dicha. Y esos 20 puntos en gran medida van a estar dados por su interacción en el campus virtual, ¿sí? O sea, lo que pongamos en todas las actividades que hagamos en el campus, ¿sí? El hecho de que hagan las actividades, pues será revisado por la Junta y ellos les darán esos 20 puntos. Y 10 puntos de sus aportes, estarán dados por mí, por los deberes particulares que yo mande, también lo que veo del campus, lo que yo ponga nota de sus videos y toda la cuestión, pero yo voy a darles 10 puntos. Los otros 20 son dados por la Junta, pero estarán dados por lo que hagamos en el campus virtual, ¿sí? So that's going to be how it works. Anyway, I'm going to send this in written. I'm going to send this to you in written form via WhatsApp and via mail. But that's how it's going to work. And some good news. No homework for the weekend. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome, guys. Okay, just for this weekend. No se acostumbre, por otros hemos de tener. But for this weekend, no homework. Okay, so have a nice weekend, everybody. See you on Monday. Goodbye.
Monday, teacher.
Thank you very much.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye, everybody. Have a nice weekend.